Hey everyone, and welcome to part 8 of our Pick Scraper tutorial. And in this video we're going to create a search field so we can better hone in and define the pictures that we want to actually grab. So let's go up here to our standard control and click on our edit, and let's pop that in there so we have an edit field here. And I'm going to go ahead and expand that out a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in a search term here, and then it will allow us to get the type of picture we want. Let me clear out this text field real quick, and instead we're going to put in a text hint. So we're going to make that search. And what a text hint is it's that kind of grayed out text that is in your search field by default. And then when you click on it, it goes away, and then you can type in your search term. So let me just show you real quick what I mean. And so here it'll open up, and then you see search down there. Click in it and it's gone, so you can type your actual term. And so that's a text hint, and those are nice. I like those. They're a good alternative to labels. So now let's just anchor this up, and I'm going to go ahead and make that button our sibling, and we'll do it to the right side of the button and push it out maybe 20. Let's try 40. Yeah, that's better. But you know me, I like to push things to the edge, so let's maybe go a little more, 50. Yeah, that might be even better. Okay, that looks cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and anchor it to the top of the button as well, and then just center it, and that'll make it look nice and squared up. Cool. Yep, I think I'll stick with that. So now let's go ahead and give this a name, and we'll call it Edit Search. That way it's easily identifiable when we have to refer to it. Now let's give a click event. So down here we're going to go to on key down. So we're going to give it a key down click event. So I'm going to double click on this, and then it'll take me right into our editor. And so what I want to do is, after we enter our search term, I want to be able to hit the enter key and then be able to have it give us a result. So the way we're going to do that is kind of cool. What we're going to do is we're going to simulate a click to this button. So when we press enter, it's going to say click that grab a random pick button. So how we do that is pretty easy. All we got to do is, first I'm going to put an if in here. So if key equals vk underscore enter, and then we're going to do something. And we don't need to begin because this is going to be a one-liner. So we're going to say button1 dot click, and it's really that simple. So if we press the enter key, then it will click. Easy peasy. So what it'll do is it'll go down here and it'll activate this click event, button1 click, and then it'll do its magic. But since we created our search, we need to modify our search variable. So let's go down to get HTML. I believe that's where it is. Yeah, and see, we had search equals nothing. So let's change that now, and we'll say search will be assigned to edit search dot text. So whatever we type in that search field is now going to be in our search variable. However, see our URL unsplash.com/search. It may not necessarily be that, so we're going to have to search for something at Unsplash and just kind of see where exactly that goes to test that. So let's find something to search for. And And I know what some of you guys are thinking, but I know a better search term than lingerie girls in a pillow fight. And that would be Siamese cat. See, I told you I could come up with a winner. All right, Siamese cat. Now you can see our subfolder is s/photos, and then Siamese cat is our search term. And you'll notice that there's a hyphen between Siamese and cat, because like most websites, they don't like spaces. You got to have something in there in place of that. So let's go down and say search is search.replace. Now we're going to replace a space character here, comma, with a hyphen. So now when we put a search term in our edit field, and if it has a space in there, it's going to replace it with a hyphen. And now we need to acknowledge this, because it's going to change our URL to this s/photos subdirectory. So we need to compensate for that as well. So let's put that in our search variable, and we'll surround that with single quotes, s/photo, and then a space, and then we'll put in our plus character to add it. So now our URL is going to be unsplash.com/s/photos/search, except I forgot to put a slash there. So let me add that in there in our search variable. So photos slash, and then our search term. So now the URL should be correct when we put that in our enter box. I mean our search box. And we got an error when I tried to launch it. Oh, the VK, I believe we got to put in LCL types up here in our uses libraries. So let me hit the comma and type in LCL type and give it another shot. Still not happy. Okay, this is kind of dumb. That should be return, not enter. Oh. All right. So if key equals is equal to VK_return, our virtual key. And now let's put in another check too, because if our edit search field is empty, so if edit search.text equals nothing, then exit, because we don't really want it to run this if there's nothing in our search term. Okay, didn't like that. Boolean. Oh, yeah, I do that a lot. This should actually be equal to, not an assignment operator. So let's take out the colon. So if edit search text equals blank. Okay, cool. So let's launch this and let's give it a try. Let's type in Siamese cat. Might as well stick with it. And then I press enter, and hopefully it should give us a result. And there we go, a putty tat. He doesn't look exactly Siamese, but yeah, close. Now if I hit get random pick, it should do the same thing. And there we go, another one. And this time we have a Siamese cat. Nice. I noticed though it kind of goes off to the side, and then when I widened it here, it kind of centered, but it was still up towards the top. So let me center that. I'm selecting my image, and then I'm going to click center, set that to true, and I think that'll make it look nicer. I think it'll actually give it a more of a true center when we get our results. So let's save that and launch it again. It's rebuilding. And let's just see how it looks now. So Siamese cat. Press enter. And there we go. Now he's centered. Looks a lot better. Yeah. Okay. That's what I wanted to do. I want it to be centered and just be really proportional to when we resize our form. So that's looking better. I like it. Cool and groovy. Okay, now we're gonna move this down here because I'm gonna create another label, and so I want to make some room. So let me go into our anchor here, and our top, instead of being 12, let's bring that up to 60. That'll push it way down near the bottom of our panel, and that'll kind of get it out of the way, and that's actually a better position for it anyway. So now underneath, let's create another label. So let's click T label and just put it right here underneath our search bar. And what this label is going to do is this is going to show us our total results. So when we do a search, we get a list here. Let me just line this up real quick, and we'll put that underneath our edit. And so we'll line it so it's left aligned to that, and then our search sibling from the top, we'll move that down maybe 6 and see how that looks. Yeah, that looks good. So when we do a search or grab a random pick, it builds a list of all our URLs and randomly picks from it. We'd like to know what the total is. I'm going to change the caption here to total picks : and so this will tell us exactly how many links we're grabbing, and we can see it reflected in this label. And I'm going to name our label total. Okay, so let's go back in our source field now, and let's activate that label when we get a result. So we'll scroll down to our get random pick function here and find a good place to stick that in. It's not really overly important where we stick this in the function, but I'm thinking maybe somewhere after our get HTML is called here, get HTML2. We could even put it under our get URLs, but I think I'm gonna maybe just settle on get HTML2. Don't want it way up there in the randomizing part. I'd rather it get a result somewhere first. So let's just go under here, and we'll say label total is going to be assigned. First we want to do total picks, just like we wrote in our default, and then plus, now we're going to do an integer into string, which will convert an integer to a string, which is our links.count. Okay, so links.count, if you remember, is our total number of links, and it's going to convert that to a string and put it in our label. So I'm going to copy that. Actually, I don't need to copy that. There's no real where else really I need to put that. So yeah, we're good. Nice. So let's launch this. And what did I do wrong? Oh, I did something dumb. Label total needs to, it's got to call to our caption, or not text, caption. So we got to set our caption. It's not going to know what to do if we just say label total. Okay, cool. So we'll launch this, and with a little luck, we are going to get a total number of results when we type in Siamese cat. Okay, press enter and see what happens. And there you go. We got a picture. Total picks are 20. So we got 20 results in our list from that search. Success. So that really covers it for that. We got our search bar, and in our next video we're going to add in some navigation buttons to go forward and backwards in our link list. And remember, if this video's done you a solid, don't forget to hit that like button. And subscribe. That way you won't miss out on more great content. Thanks for watching.